wireless dock via 5G Wi-Fi.
Yes.
That's the punchline.
That's the punchline. We work this with this company called DisplayLink that does wired docks, and we work with them to unwire it and stick in 5G Wi-Fi in their solution. So there goes a good use case for 5G Wi-Fi and for these mobile PCs, Mike.
Thank you very much, Vijay. That's fantastic. Very easily and push content from the PC up to the TV using Miracast. So 3 very obvious use cases with Miracast. Talking for a minute about another connectivity technology that's coming into the PC. This is about near. When I have 2 devices that are near one another, some interesting properties, interesting things can occur. Okay, near, I want to have simplified connectivity now. I just want to get 2 devices, once they're close to one another, in close proximity, I want to enable some communication. I don't want to go through some complicated setup. I just want to get 2 devices, get them within some short range of one another, and get them to talk to each other. Okay? Maybe I want to have security, some kind of secure information stored in my mobile device. Maybe when I get near something, that security now, I'm enabling that. Maybe something like biometrics. I can go and have a fingerprint reader that enables me now to get into my PC. Rather than tapping a password or something like that, I can just use a thumbprint to get in and access my PC. Okay, payment. All right, a very obvious example. Maybe I have my credit card, and again, rather than doing all this entry of information on my credit card, I can just touch my credit card to the PC and buy something online. So a very interesting use case around payment with this particular technology in a laptop. And then finally, Miracast. We just talked about Miracast. What if I can just touch 2 devices together and kick off a Miracast session? Rather than going through a setup, what we just showed in the previous slide, I can just do it using touch. Okay? NFC, near field communications. This is a technology that is in mobile phones today, but now is finding its way into tablets and into PCs. NFC is very much the answer in terms of a technology that can enable all of these kinds of use cases. And as I said, when we think about bringing everything together into one whole use case, combining NFC, Wi-Fi, and Miracast, a very good example would be, as it showed in one of the previous slides, if I touch my mobile phone to the TV, the touching is using NFC, and then I'm transmitting data using Wi-Fi, able to display that data and have pictures and sound and things like that come up using Miracast. So what I thought I would do is show another demo of that technology, all 3 of those technologies in action. Let's see. It's not, what's happening here?
Mike, it's not working because I set it up so you actually take your NFC-enabled phone and click it to that NFC-enabled PC, and the video would play.
This phone
Yep.
that I happen to have right here?
Right.
Right here.
Right.
Oh, I see. Okay, this phone. Okay, this Nexus phone. Okay. All right, so I come over here, and there's a content here, and I kind of touch, like, wow. Wow, Vijay, that was pretty impressive.
For you.
That is how it works?
Yeah.
So the content is here, and now I'm streaming the content from this device to the PC using NFC. Kicking off using NFC, using Miracast to get this video to play.
The next generation Wi-Fi.
Okay, so a little multimedia, a little demo there of how this all works, how all of these 3 technologies come together in one key application. Okay, now moving on to the last 3 technology areas. First, interaction. Okay, if we think about how the PC used to be, it was very much around physical devices, mice and keyboard. Okay, first PCs were obviously very much about typing, and then the mouse came in. You had physical devices that were enabling control. Then we shifted to touch, and we have touch now being the primary interface, certainly for mobile phones, definitely for tablets, but now touch very much coming into the PC. But if we think about going forward, what kinds of technology can be used to interact with the PC, we have a number of different things that we're working on, other companies are working on, that can control and enable interaction between a person and a PC. Those kind of technologies are, for example, facial recognition, gestures. If I'm just moving around, moving my face, I can see the PC respond in some way. Voice commands. We already see some things, applications from Google, from Apple, that are having voice commands drive interaction with a mobile phone and with a tablet. Those technologies now are coming into PC. Gestures, as I mentioned, voice commands, all these kinds of things are new technologies that are driving interaction between the PC and the human and will ultimately enable a better user experience. Okay. Another big thing that's happening, and again, I never thought that I would imagine this. I've been selling Wi-Fi, been involved in Wi-Fi for well over a decade. I never thought I'd see Wi-Fi going into things like weight scales, thermometers. There's things that now you can put in the ground. You can measure soil samples using Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth technology are going just about everywhere. It's unbelievable. We talk about this Internet of Things, and the Internet of Things is a tremendous opportunity because there are so many different applications now that we see where Wi-Fi is coming in and Bluetooth are coming into different kinds of end use cases. People are thinking about it every day. Toys, refrigerators, washing machines. I never thought I'd be selling my technology into a washing machine maker, but my wife is very happy now that I know what a washing machine does, okay, even though I never use it myself. So this is all happening, and there's a tremendous amount of enablement around the Internet of Things, and Bluetooth is one of the key technologies in that. And Bluetooth has been thought of as, again, mostly voice, maybe mice and keyboard, but now we have Bluetooth as a technology. PC is being used to control different devices, measure, read, what have you, using that technology. And then the last area is where. Okay, so a lot of innovation has happened around GPS, positioning, location, where am I? Of course, the easy use cases to think about are navigation. How do I get from one place to another? But there are other key use cases. Context-aware computing. And what this means is if I'm in one location, let's say my house, I have one set of use profiles, I have one set of security, one set of passwords, but now I go to work and I have another set of profiles. I'm attached to a different printer. I have different passwords. This whole idea of BYOD, bring your own device, is enabled a lot by this context-aware computing and the ability to change profile depending on where the PC or mobile device is located. Okay, enhanced consumer experience. This is around, we call geofencing. I've come near something, some shop, some store. There's a huge amount of innovation or providing coupons or invitations to come into a certain store when I get close to it. And again, with a mobile device and having GPS in that mobile device, you can see very much how this use case may be enabled. Okay, and then kind of combining all of these ideas, indoor location. This is really the paradigm when you think about having location technology. Very much the desire from the industry is to be able to track and move if you're going through a mall, through a train station, anywhere indoors. It's very difficult to locate, but GPS signals don't penetrate inside buildings, but there are ways to do this, and Broadcom is working on this as well as many others. So the idea here is to combine a lot of the things that we've talked about previously, Wi-Fi technology, gyroscopes, compasses, accelerometers, bringing all these technologies together, we can very much pinpoint and locate a PC or a tablet or a mobile phone as it moves around indoors. We can find very specific locations, and this obviously has huge impact. If you're thinking about an enterprise, where are PCs within the workplace? I can track, I can have inventory control on the PCs as they move around on a large campus. Again, the idea of couponing. As I move around in a mall, an inside mall, as I'm moving through it, I can have very specific coupons that come to you from a store to entice you to come in, some discounts that are delivered. As you think about going within a store, now I'm passing cookies or I'm passing a meat. You can get very precise location and again enable some idea of a coupon or some enticement as you're going past these various goods even within a store. So indoor location, very, very powerful. Very compelling use case, and it brings together a lot of these technologies that we've been talking about. Okay, so I wanted to kind of show a video here to wrap things up, and it really gives some perspective on the way the industry is changing. This idea of a PC moving from an input device, something that's for data, inputting productivity, to a consumption device, and how these form factors are changing. And these are a bunch of different products that our end customers have put out that I thought it would be very interesting to show. So here we go. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. I appreciate it very much. Hopefully the talk was informative.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for your wonderful speech.